The story of this anime begins by showing a man named Miyamura. He is a shy and quiet person. Because of that, everyone thinks that he is an otaku. This time it is shown a girl named Hori. She is a popular student at school because she is beautiful and smart. But one day Hori's young brother named Shota came home with an injured face. Hori was very surprised because the person who helped Shota was a thug, but Hori still invited the man to eat together because he had helped Shota. When they were talking, Hori was very surprised because the man knew her name. It turned out that the man was Miyamura. It turned out that Miyamura liked to look like a bad boy outside of school. The next day Miyamura told Hori to keep his identity a secret at school, because he didn't want others to see his identity as a bad boy. Then Hori invited Miyamura to his house, because Shota wanted to play with Miyamura. The next day Miyamura forgot to go to Hori's house, so he left in a hurry. Suddenly a girl named Yuki saw Miyamura, but she didn't know it was Miyamura. Hori and Miyamura are now close friends. Then Miyamura says that if there is a swimming lesson tomorrow at school, and he doesn't want to swim, because he has tattoos on his body, Hiro tells Miyamura not to go swimming. When at school, Miyamura's friend named Ishikawa was surprised to see Miyamura, who didn't want to change his clothes. Then he finally showed his tattoo. Because of that, Ishikawa accompanied Miyamura to hide. Then Ishikawa told that he liked Hori. Miyamura suggested that Ishikawa confess his love to Hori. Miyamura took Ishikawa to Hori's place, and Ishikawa immediately confessed his love, but Hori refused. A few days later Miyamura got closer to Hori. They often went out together. Hori's mother thought if they were dating. This time it is shown Miyamura accidentally bumps into a girl named Ayosaki. She drops some documents and leaves Miyamura. The next day the student council president named Sengoku scolded Hori. He accused Hori of having lost financial documents. Miyamura came to that place. He immediately attacked Sengoku. He also said Ayosaki had lost financial documents. This problem was finally solved. Since then Sengoku was afraid to see Miyamura, because he thought that Miyamura was a thug. This time it is shown Miyamura's past. Many people don't want to be friends with him, because he is a strange person, therefore he tortures himself to entertain himself. But now that he is very happy, because he has many friends, he feels that his life begins to change when he meets Hori. Moving to Hori's place, she is with Ayosaki, and Ayosaki asks Hori about his previous actions. She also says that Hori's boyfriend is very cool, but Hori says that she is not dating Miyamura. After that Hori thought if she was starting to like Miyamura, then she took Miyamura to watch a horror movie at his house, and they accidentally held hands. The next day Miyamura came to school with an injured face, apparently before he accidentally hit Ishikawa, because he said if Hori liked Miyamura, and they fought. Luckily they reconciled. Then it was shown a girl named Sakura accidentally dropped a document. Luckily Ishikawa helped her. He invited Sakura and the student council members to play together, and they all had a great time. Moving to Hori's house, she is curious about Miyamura's tattoos, and Miyamura says if any of his other friends know about his tattoos, he is Miyamura's middle school friend named Shindo. When Miyamura was in middle school, only Shindo wanted to be friends with Miyamura. Hori became curious about Shindo. When Hori was at the market, she accidentally met Shindo. Miyamura, who saw it, immediately attacked Shindo, because he thought if Shindo wanted to tease Hori. Miyamura also introduced Shindo to his other friends. When Hori got home, Hori suddenly got sick. Miyamura took care of her until Hori recovered. He also said that he liked Hori, but Hori pretended to be asleep. The next day Shota told Hori that if he saw Miyamura walking with another girl, Hori thought if Miyamura was dating another girl. Hori was very angry to know that. Miyamura tries to explain to Hori. He says that the girl's name is Chika, and she is Shindo's girlfriend. Miyamura tries to help the injured Chika. Suddenly Hori's father named Kiyosuke came to their place. He thought that Miyamura is Hori's boyfriend, but Hori explained that Miyamura not his boyfriend, even though they were both in love. Moving to Sakura's place, she tells Ayosaki that she likes Ishikawa, but she realizes that Ishikawa likes Hori. so she asks Ayosaki for help. The next day Miyamura came back to Hori's house. Kyosuke was surprised to see Miyamura, who looked like an otaku, because he thought that Miyamura was a bad boy. Kyosuke invited Miyamura to stay at his house. In the morning, Miyamura and Hori went to school together. Everyone thought if they were dating. Many people bullied Hori, because she was dating with otaku. The next day a new student came at their school. It turned out to be Miyamura. Everyone was shocked to see Miyamura changed his appearance. Many women liked Miyamura, because he became very handsome. When at school, there was a girl named Anoka secretly following Miyamura. She asked when Miyamura broke up with Hori, and Hori was very angry to hear that. It turned out that Anoka liked Hori. Miyamura was angry to hear that. When they came home from school, Miyamura and Anoka walked to the same place. It turned out that they were neighbors, so they ended up being friends. There were several men who were bothering Anoka. Miyamura immediately kicked them out. At night, Miyamura wanted to kiss Hori, but they were interrupted by Kyosuke. This time it was shown that Ishikawa was with Yuki. They accidentally hit Sakura. Ishikawa immediately lent his clothes to Sakura, because Sakura's clothes were dirty. Sakura was very happy because she could wear Ishikawa's clothes. The next day she returned Ishikawa's clothes. She also gave food to Ishikawa. She was very happy because Ishikawa liked the food she made. Moving to Hori and Yuki's place, Hori felt that if Yuki acted strangely, it turned out that Yuki liked Ishikawa. Yuki made a cake for Ishikawa, but the cake was burnt. Luckily Ishikawa wanted to eat it. This time Miyamura went to Hokkaido with his family, but he didn't bring a phone. Because of that Hori really missed Miyamura. When Miyamura came home, Hori immediately went to Miyamura's apartment. She said that if she really missed Miyamura, and Miyamura also missed Hori, they were officially dating. This time Sengoku is shown, who was a very popular student at school and a student council president. It turns out that in the past he was a shy and timid student, but his life changed since he liked Ayosaki, and it turns out that Ayosaki also likes Sengoku, but they hide their feelings. Moving to Miyamura's place, he accidentally stepped on Hori's head, but Hori was not angry because she knew Miyamura was actually a rude man. Then Hori told Miyamura to be more friendly. Miyamura tried it, but everyone was afraid to see Miyamura. Then Yuka met Miyamura and Hori. She said if there was a guy named Yanagi who wanted to confess his love to Yuka, but she didn't like the guy. Miyamura and Hori suggested Yuka to pretend to be dating with Ishikawa. They meet Yanagi. Ishikawa is very surprised to see Yanagi's face is very handsome, and Yanagi is also surprised to know Yuki has a boyfriend. Hori is surprised to see Yuki reject Yanagi. Yuki says that she doesn't like handsome boys. It turns out that Yanagi has eyes problems. Because of that he hard to seeing other people's faces. When Miyamura and Hori came home from school, they met a man named Tanehara. He was the one who bullied Miyamura in middle school. Hori got angry and kicked them out. Then Tanehara met with Shindo. He asked about Miyamura. Apparently he really cares and worries about Miyamura, but he doesn't know how to get close to Miyamura. Moving to Miyamura's place, he asks Kyosuke for advice on his relationship with Hori. He suggests Miyamura be more aggressive. Then Miyamura tried to scold Hori. Hori was very happy, because she is a masochist. When Miyamura comes home from school, Tanehara comes to see him. He apologizes for bullying Miyamura, and they eventually become friends. Several months later, Miyamura and Hori's relationship became closer, and Miyamura promised to marry Hori. This story ends here. Thanks for watching this video.